everyone, welcome to a sketchbook tour. I recently finished this sketchbook. It's the Strathmore 500 series mixed media sketchbook. It has 90 pounds or 190 GSM paper. It's 100% cotton, and yeah, it's supposed to take like watercolors and markers and like wet and dry media very well. It's hardcover, and yeah, so far I think it's a pretty good sketchbook. It's a bit expensive. The cotton paper usually jacks up the price a little, and also like I'm in Europe and this sketchbook comes from the US and it wasn't super readily available to me. So the stickers, like this is one of my own stickers, but I think it was like a misprint. It has some like a small dent here, so I couldn't sell it or couldn't put it in my order. And so I usually, like, if I have misprinted stickers, I will use them myself. And this one is by Torianne00. You might know her from Instagram or YouTube. She makes amazing art. It's a really cute sticker. And on the back, I'm not sure if this was a misprint. And this is a cute golden monkey. So on the inside, continuing the misprint, I was supposed to print a print, and I accidentally put in the sticker paper. So this is actually a matte sticker without the vinyl, and yeah, I really like this paper, but it needs a little bit of coating because for like outside use, it's kind of fragile, I think, but the print quality and feel is so good. And this is just a little business card that I received with an order, and it has like color theory on it, so I think it's really nice. So these two pages, they are like more cream colored, but the actual inside pages, they are a little bit more white. Another misprint sticker, you can see like a white edge here, like I misprinted or like miscut it. So for my first drawing in the sketchbook, I decided to draw like a mecha babe. I was kind of curious to see how well it takes water because it's a little bit thinner than I'm used to use for watercolors, but while it does like buckle a little bit, it's really not that bad. So I think it's a really nice sketchbook for mixed media. And the fact that it's like cotton and thinner, I feel it dries a little bit more easily, but I'm not necessarily sure if it takes up like super a lot of water, but I think the paper is really nice. So this is just like some random doodles. It's him from Powerpuff Girls, and I believe this was like marker and pencil. This spread, I have a YouTube video about it. I was really wanting to see how well it would take so many layers of paint. And as you can see, it's really not that bad. Like, it holds up really nice. I adore the texture that like watercolors have on cotton paper. This is, I think, is really nice. And yeah, it's like a nice spread. This one is a bit more simple. I really like this one. I think I added this later and I really don't like it. But the pink pen I think is really nice. For this spread I kept it relatively simple. I'm using another brush pen here. This one has a very like firm tip, so I kind of struggle with brush pens still, and this makes it a lot easier. And I just had some watercolor background. This drawing did really well, so I think like having something simple with just some color accents might be a good idea for sketchbooks. Like it's a bit more easy to do. You don't have to plan out all the coloring. So yeah, I should do this more often. In this spread, we have our first chicken. There will be more chickens in this sketchbook. I really like chickens. I think I was on like a family trip on a weekend, and I took a picture of this rooster, and I decided to draw him. And this one, it's a sticker and a print in my shop. It did pretty well. It's another pretty simple drawing, but I really like this spread. You'll probably see more like half empty pages because I don't really like sketch a lot and fill in all the gaps. I just kind of draw something and then move on to the next. So this is just like a fine liner drawing with some pencil, I guess. And we have an apple tree in my little garden, and it had some blossoms, and so I decided to draw that. And I think I wanted to do a more full body pose. I don't often do those. And here I was trying a minimal palette, like just these 4 colors, and see what color mixes I could come up with. I really like those purples. I really like more muted colors, as you can see. So I don't know if I actually use this. I don't even know what colors I'm using. So I should jot these things down, like write it down. These were some sketches for, I think it was Mermaid, and this one actually became a patron print, and I think I made this one into an original drawing, like an original sketch to send out for a patron. If I can find an image, I will just like move it somewhere here or there. These were also some patron thumbnails and paint markers, so Posca, and I think this one's like Molotov, and a tiger. I don't know if you can see very well, it's just a pink pencil. I like to use Colerase pencils for sketching because it's like sort of erasable, and I really like the rose pink. And this is another brush pen doodle. This spread, I kind of like the aesthetic of it, the colors. I don't know if you can see, but the bug is also kind of shiny. I love beetles and stuff. Like I have a Pinterest board full of them. I really like the look of them, and so I sometimes draw them. And I think some paint leaked through the signatures, I think, but it's okay. This is not a great spread. I don't really like this drawing. This one, I think it's just from a picture reference. I do like the blue thistle. Like a pasted in drawing. I think I was trying out a hot pressed watercolor for the first time, and it wasn't going like I wanted to, and I messed up the drawing, so I just didn't finish it, but I pasted it in here. I think it's suitable for a sketchbook, but not for an actual drawing. And a little dragonfly. Here I was testing, so this is just like fine liner and a little bit of wash, like watercolor wash. Here I don't really like this drawing. I think I wanted to test the Arteza watercolor versus the gouache. They are both the same color, and the Arteza watercolors, they are kind of almost opaque. Sometimes they have mixes with white and stuff, so I was just trying to see how they compare. I think it's a nice color and nice paints. It's fine. And then for this page, I was also testing out the Arteza brush pens, real brush pens. They have like actual bristle, and yeah, I kind of like this. There's another chicken. I really liked this sketch, and then I did not work on it for a long time, but eventually in October 2019, I decided to use it for one of the prompts that I had. Usually I don't really work ahead for Inktober, but yeah, I think this one fit the theme. Maybe it was like mask or something. And some more simple pencil drawings. Just pasted in some scrap watercolor paper and another pencil drawing. This is also Colerase pencil, and this is just some watercolor. I don't really like this drawing, but I do like the twigs and the leaves. This is pretty sure this was from reference. And I usually use like Pinterest for reference, and I don't always like to you know, use the reference exactly or make it very realistic. I just kind of use it for like proportions or light or something. I really like this page. I think this green color in the background, I think it was a new watercolor at the time. Another elf. Nah, not a great page. I had some Van Gogh watercolors, or Van Gogh, whatever you want to say. And another chicken. And it's just some black and white. I don't often draw animals, but I think I should, as I really like them. So I think, like, besides some chickens and a few tigers, there's not a lot of them in here. Maybe some, yeah, insects, I guess. But I want to do more of that. Some more black and white. This was a sticker I made for Patron, because we had like 10 patrons at the time. And I had to cut this out to send it because something went wrong with the manufacturing. This is another set of stickers I sent with the postcard on Patron. These two are Chinese watercolors. They're by Paul Rubin. And they have like this really nice like pigment. Kind of separates, which I really like. And for this page, I was using the Viviva Color Sheets. It's like, they say it's watercolor, but it's like more like a dye base product, and it's like very vibrant. So I really like this, these two colors together. It's like the yellow-orange with the red and the pink. And this is a clementine. So this is a spread. I put a little bit more thought into making it like an actual spread. So we have a chicken, and I try to draw more profiles because I'm really bad at them. And I remember I struggled with it a lot until I moved the ear, and then somehow it fell a bit more into place. Some random portraits. You can see I really like elf ears and horns and stuff. It's something I don't think I will ever get tired of it. Again, it's like Colerase pencil, and I'm not sure what happened here with the color swatches. I like this blue and the pink together though. I think she's really cute. And this is the color I often use for outlines. So either I use a fine liner in this wine color, or I mix my own ink and then outline it with a brush. This is, I think, another misprinted sticker. Another jumble of drawings. I don't know how this will pick up on camera, but it's a super neon pink. This one, just a doodle. I think I was hanging out with friends and we just decided to doodle a little bit. This is ink, like the Viviva ink again. I used some gouache in the background. And this one I had as a sketch for the longest time, and then finally decided to color it in. The ink is behaving a bit weird on the background. I think I tried out the Acrylic Inks by P.H. Martin. I'm not sure if it's the best on this paper, because if it's undiluted, it's very shiny. And it gets kind of splotchy easily, so I'm not sure. And this is probably gouache or watercolor, this blue. I really like this color. And I think it goes well with her hair color and the teal background. So this is more recent pages. I don't always use my sketchbook. It takes me a long time to finish it, and it's actually the first time I actually finished a sketchbook. I usually just work on loose sheets of paper, make final drawings, and yeah, so these are, the last pages are more recent. Here I was trying to do something without line art, because I do like line art, and I do heavily depend on it. So it's just kind of seeing, like, would I like to do something a bit more painterly. I like this drawing. I guess some motivational speech here. And I received a beautiful bouquet of flowers from work, and so I took a picture and I drew it. So here I was trying out some different things, like colored pencil here. This is both gouache. This is just fine liner. And I like this drawing, and I completed it, like I continued it on like watercolor paper and made it into a Patron postcard. this drawing. I didn't really like this drawing. It had potential, but I don't really like the colors that I used. And this is another gouache painting. It's a little study from a woodblock print. And a little plant. So in this page, I think I started out with these two, and they became an inspiration to make a design on my tote bag. So basically it's like these two with black ginkgo leaf. And I really like the minimalism of it. I decided to draw some more black and white stuff of things that I liked, so a moth and a skull and some plants and stuff. But I ended up using only this. And another ink drawing from reference. I think it was like a swimwear editorial or something. And so I think these two are the final drawings that I did in the sketchbook. There's another page. I really like her expression and the colors. I really like them together, like the darker skin tone and this very like light mauve or pink, old pink color. And I kind of struggled with sketching this, but I really like how it ended up looking with the ink pen, like the brush pen. And so the final page, I actually did this before the other two pages. It was with a glass dip pen and ink. And I have wisteria in my garden, so I decided to look at some photos from a few months back when it was in full bloom, and I decided to draw her. And a little pressed leaf got from one of my walks, and it's just some doodles I think I did at my lunch break. I just put it in between because it's kind of fragile. And that's the final page. So as you can see, it's the 500 series mixed media paper. This is a little Posca drawing of a beach. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!